Princess Tara was known throughout the entire kingdom, not for being the most beautiful, not for being the kindest, not for being the bravest. No, Princess Tara was famous for something else entirely. She was the greediest princess anyone had ever met. If the royal baker made a cake, she ate all of it before anyone else could have a slice. If the servants brought her gifts, she demanded bigger ones. If she didn't get what she wanted, she stamped her feet so hard, the whole castle shook. "I want, I want, I want," she shouted every morning. But the one thing she wanted most, more than cakes, jewels, or golden shoes, was a prince. A handsome, perfect prince who would adore her and show others how important she was. Up in the rafters lived Faye. Faye was Tara's magical fairy guide. She shimmered like moonlight, was kind and sweet, tried her best to keep Princess Tara on the right path. Tara was Faye's first assignment, and she turned out to be a tough one. One day, after Tara had eaten an entire birthday cake that wasn't even hers, Faye fluttered down. "Princess," she said softly, "your heart is shrinking from greed. You must learn to share." Tara rolled her eyes so dramatically she almost fell over. "I don't need sharing," she snapped. "I need a prince." Faye sighed. Magic could fix many things, but not a princess who refused to listen. Later that afternoon, furious because the servants wouldn't bake her a seventh cake, Tara stormed out to the lily pond. She threw herself onto a rock and yelled at the sky with all her might. "I want a prince! I demand a prince! Universe, give me what I want, right now!" The ducks scattered. The fish hid. The bright sky seemed to dim, and then a tiny, frightened frog hopped out from behind a rock. He didn't speak. He didn't sparkle. He didn't do anything magical. He just blinked. But Princess Tara gasped. She leaned in, greedy excitement bubbling in her thoughts. "Are you one of those magic frogs that turn into a prince if a princess kisses you?" The frog blinked again. "Of course you are. I always get what I want," she yelled with delight. "Finally, my prince has arrived," she squealed. Before the frog could hop away, she grabbed him, squeezed her eyes shut, and kissed him. There was a boom, a flash, a swirl of sparkles. When the magic settled, the frog was still a frog. But Princess Tara was not a princess anymore. She was green, she was tiny, she had webbed toes, and when she tried to scream, all that came out was, "Ribbit! Ribbit!" Faye appeared in a shimmer of light. "Oh dear," she said. "I tried to warn you." Tara flailed her little frog arms. "Ribbit! Ribbit! Ribbit!" Faye shook her head. "Greed has consequences, princess. You wanted everything, and now you've gotten something you didn't expect." For the first time ever, Princess Tara couldn't boss anyone around. She couldn't demand cake. She couldn't yell at servants. She couldn't stomp her feet. She could only hop. Over the next few days, she watched and learned things she never cared about before. How hard the servants worked. How sharing made others smile. How gratitude made her feel warm inside. The kindness she saw made her feel bigger than any crown. Her greedy heart began to soften and grow. "I would love to be like that," Princess Tara whispered. "But I'm just a plain frog now, not a magic one who can turn back time." Faye felt Tara's heartfelt wish and fluttered down to her side. "Have you learnt your lesson?" she asked. Tara nodded her froggy head. Faye lifted her glowing wand. A gentle swirl of magic wrapped around Tara. She grew taller, her skin turned pink again, her crown reappeared. Princess Tara became human once more. Faye looked up at her and said, "Welcome back." Then Tara answered, "I'm back, but I feel different now. I don't want to be mean anymore. I want to be kind." Faye smiled. "That," she said, "is the real magic." And from that day on, Princess Tara became known not as the greediest princess, but as the one who learned to share her heart. We hope you enjoyed this story. For more magical stories, join our Heart and Soul Kids channel and discover even more stories that sparkle.